So what made us angry? That when Orlando Gil, our boy who surely for the first time was setting foot in a World Cup, surely for the first time in Europe. He was playing before the world, and he offers his hand with all the humility of a Paraguayan. With all the humility of a Paraguayan. And this son of a refuses his hand and shouts in his face. That is not French. A Frenchman would never have done that. Never. If I had been an MBAPPE, I would already be with a psychologist today because of all the harassment the French are giving me on social media. But keep going, pile it on. That is why I'm Paraguayan. That is why I explained all this to you. What the French say to me on my social media does not bother me in the slightest, but I refuse to think that France is nothing more than the land of MBAPPE. Stop crying like a woman over what you did not know how to defend like men. Be like, gamin. Now I remember the poem, Piu Avanti, Piu Avanti. Which ends by saying, let it bite and cry out in vengeance, your head already rolling in the dust. That is what we Paraguayans are like, and that is why we keep going. Piu Avanti, forward. Let it bite and cry out in vengeance, your head already rolling in the dust. That was France. That was the France of the revolution, not this one that cries on social media.
At one point in the match, the arrogant one says to Cáceres, "Do you want to give me a kiss?" And while we're at it, Cáceres says to him, Spanish, and MBAPPE has a history with men, Joe Para.
A colleague recently said that what happens on the field stays on the field. It seems to me that from the beginning that should have been the doctrine in this situation. But it was not so, and today we have to speak in the Senate of the Paraguayan nation about the famous MBAPPE, who until a month ago I did not know who the hell he was. But now it turns out he is on everyone's lips, but not for being a great footballer. No, gentlemen, for being an arrogant, haughty, ill-mannered person. He behaved in the most, I do not even know what to call it, but he tried to humiliate our Paraguayan national team players. He tried, because he did not succeed.